Hey guys,
How's going?
it's going pretty nice.
Good.
What's about you? How are you?
Good,
Super
good,
good.
good.
Thank you.
Okay, very nice. So I sent you some feedback regarding the information which you sent. Don't take it personal. I just like give overview, like professional overview. It doesn't mean that I don't like you or I don't like the project. I like you so much. I fall in love with you.
No problem at
I
all.
want to thank you very much for the feedback. I really appreciate that. One thing to mention in the last part of your message, you alert us to not announce Bybit if it's not already signed up, and moreover, not announce like for example 10x or a token performance. It's not in my message. It's not intended like that. And it's a misunderstanding, but maybe it's my fault, because in the message I used the present because as you are in the law of attraction topic basically, and your experience on that, I'm now I now using the present with person that using this type of techniques, because I project this thing like it's real right now, and so I build the message like that. Obviously, it's something that if Bybit is not signed up, we don't announce anything. But
Yeah.
I wrote that message in that present because of that. But everything, thank you very much for the feedbacks, mainly on the trailers, because it's very important to have an external point of view, because inside our team we like our contents, etc. But from an external point of view, the concerns are very clear from you, and we will adjust, modify as soon as possible since today with your suggestion and maybe moreover things. But Federico, if you want to add more specifically, technically the question, go over.
Yeah. On top of the law attraction, that of course is one of the topics of this call and of the next calls. Regarding the other topics that you mentioned in the messages, of course, I want to discuss about something regarding the trailer. Yes, I completely agree. Probably we have to re-edit it in order to be more aligned with the Web3 space. An idea could be to use that trailer to maybe to announce the game, because the reason why is more cinematic, more gaming stuff, is also because we never shared our multiplayer game. So we are basically using the same video to announce the multiplayer game and the TGA at the same time. That's the reason why it's more a mixed announcement. So my first question is, do you think it's better to divide these two, this trailer in two parts, one more into gaming and another one is more with the speculation, with the TGA aspect? Of course, what is the benefit of it and what is the cons? The benefit is the fact that it's more clear. We can create two different videos that are more attractive for a specific buyer persona, but the cons of this thing is, if we will divide, of course, the TG announcement will be less spectacular than this one, because of course the gaming is more spectacular. So we have to decide if we want to re-edit this video in order to announce both the game and the TG, but in a way that is more Web3 correlated, or divided into different videos. So my question is, what is the best path to follow in your opinion? Oh, yes, Luca, sorry.
Or the third option, that is something that is attached to your suggestion, is to start the trailer gameplay TG announcement with a super small, like 5 seconds sneak peek of gameplay, fast gameplay, with very clear text like AI plus gaming TG announcement, or Galaxy game TG announcement. Yeah. But it's something that is not epic anymore, because you are not doing hype and then TG at the end of the video. But yeah, this is the three options.
In my sentences, that was the first option. So what you suggest, the re-editing the video, is what Luca just mentioned. Of course, as Luca mentioned, in this way we we lose a little bit of epicness because, of course, you have to spoiler at the beginning. So what is your take about it?
I don't know, to be honest. I believe that maybe there could be an option where you can, achieve both goals, create this like epic moment, but also bring attention, to a gameplay and TGE. It all depends on editing and execution. In terms of how exactly you would announce it, maybe it could be like two separate announcements, like one announcement of the game launch. But even if you announce the game launch, it also would be cool if you put gameplay parts in the beginning to make people excited, because like this cinematic part, it's like very long and some people can be bored. So if you show gameplay in the beginning, it can be like maybe like some, it just like it should be like edited in different way. So regarding Bybit, I got it. I just thought that maybe it's like some like standard message which you send to all your partners, like to all VCs, to like some other partners. So that is why I gave you this feedback, just like to make you aware that it can be not good. Okay, so basically, for right now, let me also, one moment, I will check your website.
Yeah, keep in mind that in the website, we are now building again things to AI, because of course, nothing mentioned AI at the moment in the website because we never announced it. So once we will announce it, we will also update the website with a AI section and the white paper as well. In fact, the AI, since it's one of the topics that you mentioned in the message feedback, of course, I forgot to mention that video that you saw was only a draft. Of course, we have to edit better. Many things on that video are draft. The icon as well are draft. So we are building again. So I'm not concerned or I'm not scared of the feedback that you mentioned, because I completely agree. The only one thing that maybe is needed to discuss a little bit is in terms of the things that we show in the video, because you wrote down that we have to add, for example, an AI character inside of our project that sorry, that it has more it is more sexy than the true product that we talked about. But my concern is one of these two is let's say an AI assistant. So what the thing is, maybe we didn't explain it good in a good way, but we announced in the video, we announced an AI assistant, an AI character. So either you are mentioning something different from an AI assistant,
Like
or
AI, like AI NPC, when you can communicate, or like
okay. On top of this, why you are saying that this is something that is more cool than what we mentioned? Because the AI NPC is something that everybody used. These two tools, probably we don't make them too epic in the video. I completely agree on what you said. But in terms of the utility of these two tools, I think is something that is very more more appealing and more useful than a standard AI NPC. Keep in mind that, for example, Omerus, the first product, is something that also NVIDIA are building and announced some month ago. We are building more or less the same thing. Of course, we will not say that NVIDIA is doing the same, because otherwise maybe it will make a copy paste. But they announced the same exactly product of Omerus, and the G-Swarm is a swarm of AI assistant. That is something that is, the swarm AI assistant is like a buzzword at the moment, and we have G-Swarm that help a lot of the game developers. So I'm trying to understand if it is a matter of how we announce this that is not too spectacular, or in general you think is not good enough compared to have an NPC that, in my opinion, is even less appealing. But I would like to understand your point of view.
So just like my personal point of view, I'm not a gamer, yeah, but for me, I was a gamer like in my past when I was young. But for me, you know, like it looks like when I play game, I don't really want to chat with AI assistant. I want like to take active actions, and maybe if you have AI assistant, if it could be available by voice, maybe it would work. But I don't want like really to stop and interact with the assistant, because it's, you know, like it looks like I need to stop the process of gaming and I need to start to chat, and it looks kind of boring. Just like my personal point of view. Other people can look on it in different way. But when I see opportunity to speak to some NPC and communicate with him, it looks like much more interesting, you know, like because it looks like I speak to like real person, and I can discuss maybe like some interesting things and topics for me. Just like perception.
Okay, perfect. Only to add one thing on this, you got a perfect point, because you can also talk with the chat that you see. No, you don't have to type. But in the video, you are right, because in the video
We will do an adjustment on that. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very
because
much.
we've shown that you have to type, but in reality, you can talk with this AI assistant and have the same answers by voice and not by text.
Okay, and also you know, like this like AI assistant integration, it also doesn't look cool in terms of technology, because it looks like you're just like integrated OpenAI ChatGPT API. So it doesn't create you know, like some like cool wow effect. If you do something what other people also do, you need to find a way to do it in very unique and specific way, which would be totally different from other people, how they do it. For example, maybe I shared it with you before. One of my advisor, when I built HT protocol, one of my best advisors, he gave me advice. For example, Vlad, when you spend time in a bar with your friends and you drink beer, and immediately one very beautiful woman is entering a bar, and everybody started to look on her, and everybody like her so much, and everybody want you know, like her to choose exactly them, and you also want this, but you have like so much competition, like 30 people in this bar want to this girl to choose them. So what should you do? How can you win in this situation? How you can be better than everyone else?
Yeah.
And I asked him how should I do it, and he answered me, you should be different from everybody, as everybody will start to try to communicate with her, talk to her. It will be, you know, like everybody are same, and you need to be unique. In that case, you need just ignore her and even doesn't look on her, and you will be just like one person in this bar who totally doesn't care about her, and she will be interested in you. And to be honest, I even tested this advice in a real situation, exactly a very similar situation, and it really worked. This girl came to me and she offered me a drink, and she even paid for my drink. It really worked. But in business and marketing, you should use totally same practice, totally same method. If you do something what everybody also do, you need to find the way how you can position it in completely unique and different way. So that is like, you know, like home task for you. You need to understand, you need to create a vision how you can show these things in some other way, or maybe you can create some, you know, like maybe you can do some brainstorm and imagine some killer feature, something what would be totally different from others, something what should be unique. Now that is very important.
Small idea. I have a small idea.
That is my friend Max. He's
Hi,
also
guys,
part
I'm
of
Max.
simulation.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm
Nice to-
not. Nice to meet you, guys. Federico, Luca, nice to meet you. I'm not saying that my opinion is the best way. I'm just, you know, I'm just a guy who sometimes it's some idea came to my head, and I can give it to the people. And often people took this idea and you know, make it better. And I'm just you know, just want to
Inspiration. Okay.
yeah. So I listen to you, I listen to Vlad, and I have a small idea. For example, who you know, the most of gamers who play is guys, right?
Yeah.
And the most of times I was also a gamer long time ago when I was a little bit younger. But most of times the guys is who played a lot of games is you know, lonely guys, most of them, or they want to you know, sit and play just without people, but they want to communicate with somebody in games, except especially if it's okay, what idea I have? For now, it's gonna be popular to make IE girlfriend. You know, maybe you saw that. So I have an idea that you can make the voice IE, for example, for girl, or it's an option. You can the player can choose the option who what voice is gonna be, and the player can communicate with her, for example, and not only about the game, but you know, just speaking. And he will have the like feeling that he not just playing the game, and he have you know, like a how to say it, scopes in the game. He have like a open up the world, and he can speak. He can not but he can speak on many ideas, many themes, you know.
So basically, it's a good advice. It's really good advice. I connected you with Eternity. Did you have a call with Eternity?
Yeah, in the past, yes.
So basically, look what they did. Let me share the screen. 1 moment, let me find it.
You know, I think that the main what you give to the players, to the gamers, is not only an interesting game, but the feeling. You know, when
But by the way, this feature is included in Homerus. In fact, in a certain phase of the video, you can see how he interacts to you as a friend. Basically, Homerus is aiming to be like your lobby friend that always went with you in every game and asked for you how is going with your girlfriend, how is going with your mom. What about the school? And so he interacts with you not only for the game, but even in a more human way. But you said something that's very cool, like a virtual girlfriend. So maybe we can focus more on the fact that you are developing a friend, a virtual friend that is playing with you more than is an assistant that help you to play. That's a good point. I will work on that, and thank you very much for your idea, for your feedback.
So basically, Eternity, they also created, you know, like this game where people, they can shoot each other like Counter-Strike. But what they did later, they created these skins of, you know, like these very beautiful girls, like anime kind girls, and they created Telegram mini app. And they integrated AI, so their users were able to communicate with these like AI girls, and as a result of that, they noticed that people became very interested just like to chat with these AI girls. Even some people, there were some use cases when some people came to them and told that like some guy told, I want to commit suicide, I wanted to kill myself, but I was like using my phone, and I've noticed your like Telegram mini app, and I started to chat with like your like AI girl, and she convinced me to don't kill myself. And thanks to you, I'm alive right now. And because of that, they made a pivot. They totally changed the concept of the game, and they create new product right now. You should have a call with them, maybe like do a notice right now to schedule a call with them and discuss that with them and ask them for some advices. So basically, like all these girls are like very sexy and people really like it. For example, if you open your website, we see here, you know, like starships, space, emptiness, loneliness,
Loneliness.
and it's like psychologically, it's some like not,
Structure.
yeah.
It's what want to say that you should understand that how the basic basic thinking of people. It's like, you know, it's called in psychology reptilian brain. They think pretty simple. It's about sex, it's about food, and it's about you know, like laughing, you know, when you're happy, something like that. So when especially gamers when they see like a female person, or like parts of body, you know, not erotical, but you know, like a intention that it's possible to see in the game, you know. What's a lot trying to say that generally when the humans see something like a spaceship, it's look really cool, I like it, but generally people looking at something like this, and they have subconscious thinking. They interact with it, and they thinking, they're not thinking consciously, but subconsciously they thinking that it's like I don't know how to say it correctly, little bit negative way, you know.
Yeah,
But
by the way,
yeah,
I can feel
Okay, it's clear. You know, like all famous game like Mass Effect, they all had like this beautiful girl. You can fall in love with them, like Lineage, all like Dark Elf, Light Elves. So basically, even you see what they did. They did like everywhere. They added these girls.
Yeah.
So basically, if you will add some sexy, beautiful girls to your game in some way, maybe just for the concept, just like on the website, just for marketing materials,
yeah,
it will make your website and your Telegram mini app and your all everything what you do, your trailer, it will make it much more attractive for people from psychological point of view, because you just like work with their basic instinct.
yes,
So it can be very helpful. But it's just like we jumped in this topic in some like organic way, yeah. But if you'll come back in general to the question of your TGE, so my professional point of view, based on my experience and my expertise, I believe that right now you are not ready yet, because I see a lot of things which you can improve, and these things will bring your project to the next level. There is like some like I have like checklist, maybe like of maybe like 150 different points which should be done to make project look good. And basically every project, almost every project needs to complete all these almost same steps for any kind of project. We did it for GT protocol. I helped to do it for Shieldium. Shieldium applied for ChainGPT incubation 2 or 3 times. They declined him, and I worked with him for 2 months to go over this checklist to make it looks good, and finally after that he got approval. And some, for example, other portfolio company, Dormant, may be connected with you. I also helped do and go through this list. Basically, I have all these things, but you know, like I can't come to somebody and tell, hey, you do something wrong. You can do it another way. Let me guide you. Always people react negatively when you try to help without their request. I can help only if somebody sees the value and sees the request, and he understands that he really needs this help and guidance.
Yeah, but by the way, of course, we are missing things because we are not even to do the TG tomorrow. The idea was to do the TG by the end of February, so we have more than 1 month to align on all the dots. Even because some of the points that you are about to mention for sure is something that we have to do after the announcement of the TG. Otherwise, we will not build the momentum. Of course, now there are many factors. We have no we have no hype, but because no one's no one of all the KOLs that we are paying are posting about us because we are waiting. There are many things. So do you think that the list that you have in mind, that if you can share on Telegram after this call, will be amazing, but do you think we are missing some point that is not possible to do in this short period, let's say in this month? So what is your take on it?
So basically, I believe that you would need at least 2 up to 3-4 months to execute all things in this list.
Okay.
The fastest possible way is just maybe like 1 or like 2 months, but it's when you really work very hard, 12 hours per day without weekdays, and you can burn out. In some like normal way, it can take up to like 3-4 months.
We have to do it in a fast. We have to do it in a fast way because we have to launch basically. Keep in mind one thing, by the way, we are testing the game with KOLs, gamer KOLs. They all say the same thing. This is the best space game, Web3 space game that they ever played. We have a really solid game. We have a really solid product. So we start from this important base, but we can add all the things that you will share with us in the checklist as soon as possible, working very hard in a short period of time before the launch. Please send us as soon as possible, Vlad, not because I want to press you. I really appreciate your feedbacks and everything, but because we have planned to announce the TG in the next 4 days, 5 days. I don't remember the exact date. Federico, is Tuesday. Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Maybe it's possible to to make if you're supposed to launch already, maybe it's possible to make updates during this time after.
So basically, I can't just send this to you because it will be not clear. I need to explain every point, and we need to go through calls. I believe like at least maybe like 10 up to 20 calls we will need to take to go through the full list. And like I did it for some other projects, and it always same for all projects. And I'm even like little bored with it because I'm just like tired. It's not interesting for me to explain every time same things. So what I was thinking about, I was thinking maybe like to do it like maybe like one more last time for some project and maybe record it. And just give it to my team so they can create some educational program, and they will after that like next projects can go through this education program, and after they complete all the steps they can after they complete all these steps they would be ready for some like like custom help because after that they can go to the next level and they are ready to speak to exchanges, to launch pads, to top tier VCs, and blah blah blah. So how you can do it? What is the reason why you need to announce exactly in 3-4 days?
Because if we want to launch in February, even at the end of February, of course, we need at least 1 month on marketing, of general marketing activities to do a proper TG. That's the thing.
Okay, one moment. And why you want to launch exactly in February?
Because we are receiving, the reason are many, but let's say the main one is because we are receiving pressure from previous investors that by contract we had to launch by the end of 2024, and they extended a bit their tolerance to February, let's say. So generally speaking, we have to launch at February. The only way we are able to not launch on February has to be to refund them of the amount that they invested, but at the moment it's not possible based on our treasury. So we have to find, if someone else or some other investor will invest, for example, $500,000, we can of course use these funds to
so basically I experienced the same situation with GT protocol as our bakers waited for 2 years for our launch. and some of them also asked for refund. And I had even like debates, discussion with my partner, with Peter, as he wanted to launch, because we also felt this pressure. But I pushed him like, we shouldn't launch right now because we are not ready. This launch would be like a shit launch, and the main thing which you need to understand that if you launch in a shit way, the price will go down below the launch price, and they will lose money, and they will blame you, and they will call you scammers, and they will not care that they also will tell you like ask you for refund, because they will tell like you waited for so long, and you launched in a bad way, price went below the launch price, and blah blah blah. They only care about final performance. So what we did in our case, we started to show a lot of progress to them, and we made them convinced that they should wait. With some of them, we were pretty, not aggressive, but not like
Confidence.
yeah, like we were
Confident,
very confident in negotiations, and we just told that we will not do it, that we will not refund. Some of them started, like blackmail us, told like you would have like legal problems, I will call my lawyer, blah blah blah, and we had to refund one guy. But basically, I believe that there. So what? How can I help you right now? I really like you. I believe in you. You're all good people. I believe you like in your like personal qualities. And I understand your situation because I also was in that situation. I will be happy to help you and do my best for you. So what I can propose to you, basically, I can propose to you to go through all these checklist points with me. You can do it. You would execute it immediately, as soon as possible, every point. And we will create very good communication with all investors. For example, we can do some AMA or like interview, you and me, regarding your project, and we can announce that I join it. Maybe I incubate you, and it will give them reason to wait and evidence, because they see there were like very good performance of GT protocol, and it will give them the reason to wait. If somebody would be like very aggressive and asking for a refund, maybe you can propose them some options that it's like very like maybe like one case or two. If like somebody would be very aggressive, maybe you can tell them like we need some time, maybe like we need 6 months to refund you or something like that. And during this time, you will find other investors, and basically you'll be able to refund them. So it's all about like diplomacy and negotiations. Because if you would launch in bad way, you would have like really like a lot of problems, and everybody would blame you. They will create articles. They will publish like some bad information about you. Publish your photos. They will find your girlfriends in social medias. And it's like bad experience. Some of my friends experienced that. They even like some Indian guys. They send photos of like corpse of like dead people, and they told like I will come and kill your children, and they send it to wives of these founders. So wives were totally shocked. So it's like not good experience. I don't want to make you afraid. Sorry.
No, don't worry, don't worry. I got what you said. Basically, okay, I completely understand your point of view. I also agree on what you said, but first let's understand how fast we can be, So maybe I don't know. I agree on what you said, but maybe we are able to do all this stuff in a fast way in order to don't have any type of issue, So maybe because we are really working 12 hours a day, so it will not be a big issue to continue doing
Yeah.
this or 1 month?
Let's try to do it as soon as possible. So you can schedule to have like 1 call a day, and I can start to give you, like the highest priority things, and you can start to execute it immediately, and maybe like within 1 week you will be able to execute most of them, the most important.
Will be amazing. Will be amazing.
Besides of that, it also depends on your resources, like because maybe you don't have enough team members to execute all of these things.
Depends on the it depends on the things that you.
Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, we have everything. In my opinion, but I
Yeah.
still don't know what we have to do. But based on general knowledge, based on all the advice that we received from advisors in general, I think that all the majority of the things that you will say to us is something that are already in our roadmap. Of course, we still have to do it, but we completely know how to achieve that goals. I'm assuming this, of course. I'm pretty sure that a percentage of the things that you will say to us is something that is not in on our roadmap, but a portion of it, of course. And yes, let's find out what these things are.
Okay. What else? One of the main things which you need to do, you need to work on positioning, because right now there is like some trend on AI agents, not GameFi, it. So you need to position your project as like AI agent connected with game or something like that. You need to find some ways to make to correspond, like to be relevant to current market trends. That is like the top priority. That is like the most important thing. And you need to work on it today, and tomorrow we can discuss and move further. And before we also start to execute all these things, I really need to explain you mental aspect of reality, because that is like basic, that is like fundamental. Even if you do everything correctly in terms of technical and like marketing things, if you don't do these things, it will not work. And if you will start to do mental things, everything all other things will be much easier for you to execute, and the world would help you. Even right now, the fact that you know me and that I can share this information with you, it's like some kind of sign, because you mentioned that like you do these things, learn about like law of attraction and everything. There are not so much people in Web3 space who have this knowledge, and it's really pretty unique. So basically, I can maybe like we have 15 minutes more. Yes. So let's summarize. You need to change the positioning. We schedule a call for tomorrow, and we'll start to go through the list of the most important things. Also, I don't remember our agreement. So we need like to check what are terms of our agreement, and we need to make it relevant to current level of my involvement and assistance. I like if I would be free, if I am not busy with everything, I would be happy to even like help you for free. But I am very busy with simulation, and in simulation we have like maybe like 10 different projects, and I need to help everywhere. So I need to change priorities because I understand the urgency of your situation. So let's check in Telegram. Let's check what was our agreement, and we need like to synchronize and finalize it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
And what right now I need to explain you like one of the basic and main things. So basically, there is a principle. It calls as above, so as below. Do you know what is like fractal? How does it look fractal? So it's like some picture. Let me show it to you.
Until Vlad gonna find it, I wanna add a little bit information. You know, I have this shirt, positive mental attitude, and it's not just a hippie t-shirt. You know, it's really important in every aspect of life, especially if it's if we're talking about business, anywhere. So, for example, you can, for example, every day when you have a 5 minutes or 1 minute, you can just say in your mind, like, for example, what you want. For example, you want to launch successfully as soon as possible. For example, you can say in your mind, I already or we already successfully launched in February. And you can repeat it as much as possible because it's all about subconscious mind. And what we're talking about is about this fractal. Now Lat gonna continue. It's whole things. It's working. You know, who did it? Who do it in business? It's really great results they have.
Yes, so we already did this every day. I mainly did this in the last 3 months with my coach sessions. I already asked with her, with the thanks of her, my coach, to my subconscious and my superconscious mind, if it's okay for him, for me, to launch successfully on February, and he answered yes, in different ways, in different configuration of projection of reality. So I'm pretty 100% sure that we can successfully launch on February with a huge amount of success. The fact that Vlad now corrects our trajectory with these feedbacks, I think that is like another piece of the puzzle that allow us to launch successfully. So I'm not surprised that we are receiving these feedbacks right now, and I will not be surprised if we can handle all these adjustments in the right time for the right moment or for the launch. So okay. Yes, we will keep doing this. I attached a 369 all around the house and all around the working setups. Yeah. So don't worry, guys, about the mental. We are super open to hear everything from you, and I'm already doing this heavily and daily. So yes, this is the base, and the positive aptitude is the main thing. Emotionally positive attitude, not only repetition. You have to be emotionally involved on that.
Okay, so what I need to explain to you right now, you know, like it's like a general design and like structure of reality. So this principle, as above, so as below, what does it mean? So for example, imagine that like this circle is like our existing reality. That is like where we are live, yeah? And for example, there are like, so there is like general system, our reality. And there are inside systems, inside realities. For example, like your game is some kind of also simulation, yeah? It's the system inside of the system. Also, for example, when you have a dream, you also have some like inner reality. It's also some kind of simulation. It's also like we are in simulation, and your dream, which you see at night, it's also simulation inside of simulation. So the principle as above, so as below means that all systems which are inside of a general system, they can work only in completely same way, and they're based on same principles. So
Okay.
how this based on that you can make a conclusion, you can understand, you can research, and you can learn how your dream work, or how your how, like, for example, like GTA game works. You can analyze it, and based on that you can have understanding how this general reality works. So for example, when you have a dream at night, for example, imagine that like there is your dream, like this circle is your dream, there is like reality of your dream. And when you have your dream, for example, there is like you, like this triangle, it's like you inside of your dream. There is like your character, and you can observe your dream. And in your dream, you can see other people, other characters of your dream. Some of them can like be bad people. You can have like some conflict with them. They can create some negative scenario of your dream. Yeah. Some of them could be like nice. It could be like man. It can be woman. It could be just one. It could be like hundreds.
You can even see locations and see everything.
And basically, what you need to understand, when you see your dream, you don't understand that it's just a dream. You believe that it's real. You can't. You're not aware that you're inside of the dream. And when you communicate with other people in your dream, you believe that it's like some third parties, and they're independent, and they can hurt you or they can do something good for you, but it doesn't depend on you. You can't influence it. And you just like experience a dream. But once you wake up in the morning in your bed, you do zoom out, and you understand that like real you is like somewhere here. Yes, or even like not like that. Like real you is somewhere here. One moment. And this dream was just like inside of you. Yes. So like this green triangle, it's you, and it was your dream. And
Okay.
basically, you understand that all these people, which you believe were real in your dream, in reality, none of them are third parties. All of them were just projections of your subconscious. Basically, all of them were you, and everything what happened in your dream, that's all were just you and your imagination. So in that way, right now you understand how like dream works. And the main point that like this reality works in completely same way. So for example, right now there is like our real reality. So for example, it's me, it's like Max, it's Federico, it's Luca, it's some like investors, for example.
Okay.
And for example, it's you, like each, for example, it's like potentially one of somebody who is listening my voice right now. It's you, and you believe that all these people, Vlad, investors, you think that like it's some third parties, and you believe that you can't influence them, and you believe they do what they want. But in reality, it works completely in the same way like in a dream. In reality, you are not this triangle. You are this reality itself. You're like this like unite consciousness, or like God, or like like artificial intelligence, which controls everything inside of the dream. And you just experience this reality or like this dream through the projection of your personality, of your character, your like NPC, your avatar. But in reality, you are all of these people, and you are all of material reality, like your laptop, your hoodie, it's also you. It's just like it's just projection of your imagination.
Yeah, you should understand that every individual that you meet every day is a version of you. So,
yeah, it's completely clear.
And why you need to understand it? So we just have 3 minutes right now, and I will give you this explanation. It's very important for your project. It can completely change
the whole way.
The whole like flow and destiny of your project and the destiny of your own life, each of you. So the main point that you are inside of the system, and you are the system itself.
Yes.
And
how can we use this information at this point?
I'm explaining right now. So basically, you're part of the system, you're inside of the system, and you're the system itself, and you're everything what exists in the system. So, and this system is smart, it's like alive. The main point, when you do some actions which are positive for other members of the system, for other people, for nature, for anything else, if it's useful for the system understands it, and it understands that you do something valuable and good for others. And mathematically, just like formula, mathematically the system understands that it's good to help you and provide resources to you, provide right people, provide right connection, provide money, provide good opportunity to make you succeed. Because if you succeed, the system will succeed itself. So the main point that intention is very important. Why you do any certain action in life. In our case right now, why you do this project, you need to put very important intention behind the project. So you need to tell the systems that you do this project and in some way you need to you need to find the vision how this project would change whole world for better,
or make the some aspect of evolution for the system. Why? Because it's like if the system, for example, is a tree, tree. Talking about fractal. It's something like Fibonacci numbers. So we don't understand. Tree don't have a finish of how it grows. It just grows. Tree is like a system, and system want to grow up and feel better, and that's why when somebody or some projects input some aspects of evolution for system, the system understand it, and it puts some benefits for those who make this evolution process.
We are out of timing. Let's take the last minute. I just give you example. For example, in case of simulation, we put intention to make every human on the planet aware about the nature of this reality, because it allows people to become happy, influence their life, create the life of their dream, and it helps people to be in very good emotional state, execute any goal, execute any dream, and live in peace, freedom, happiness. It's what we want to do is very good for every human on the planet. It's good for nature because people would on this level of consciousness, people would respect nature more. It also can stop all wars. It can prevent any like violence, corruption. So basically, there is like in Sanskrit, in spiritual world, there is like one of the most powerful mantra, like it calls like Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. It means let's all creatures in all worlds become free and happy. That is like the most beautiful intention which ever possible to create. And you need to find the way how you can put some kind of similar intention behind your project. and that is like your home task for today. You need to do brainstorm. That is the most important thing. If you do it, you can create some vision. Maybe like you can educate children who would play that game. So it more value people would get, more system would be interested to help you and make your dreams become true, and like execute your goal and provide you treasury, provide you everything to do what you really want to do. But this intention should be like, you know, like should be honest, sincere, and it should be from your heart. You can concentrate on your biggest problems and pains which you experience in lives, because usually we experience some problems and pains exactly to discover our potential, and we find a way how we can solve our inner problems. And after we do it for ourselves, we want to provide this solution for other people, to help other people who also experience it, because we understand these other people. So what you can do, you can look inside of you, detect some of your problems, some pain, understand how your game potentially can help you as a gamer to solve this problem, and maybe it can help other people. So that's just like idea. Maybe there could be like some other vision, but that is like the first important thing which you need to do. And you need to create some like manifest or like white paper, and you should have this paragraph where you describe how your project and your game would completely change the planet and life of like billions of people for better. And don't limit yourself with any like you know, like
Small things.
any small things. Dream really big and don't limit with yourself, because the limit only like in imagination and in belief system.
After this call, can you share what you did in regarding this with GT protocol, only to take inspiration from because yes, to understand how we can apply this to a crypto project, maybe understanding what you did with the GT protocol can help us.
Okay, so basically right now, unfortunately, I need to go to have another call, so we can continue for the next time. Regarding GT protocol, I maybe like record you some message. So for GT protocol, it's very simple. For me, GT protocol is AI assistant, which can help people to dive into the market, and which also can prevent people from mistakes, from losing funds, from scams, which would help them to buy cryptocurrency not in stupid way, based on fear and greed, but it also can educate and everything what I tell to you, it's possible to give people, even like through GT protocol AI assistant, but in some like, you know, like in some way which would be understandable, just like in different form. So by doing GT protocol, I just want to affect mentality of people in the best way, to give them financial education, and also to prevent them from losing funds based on fear and greed, and make them wise about their like financial management, and like all other things. And also like all resources which I have from GT protocol, I want to spend to create good for other people, like to do simulation and everything. And it also okay to want something for yourself. For example, you need a house and you need to eat food to create good for other people. So it's also okay if you have some like needs for yourself, because you're also part of the system. If you do good for yourself, you can do also good for others.
Yeah.
So yes.
For your better understanding, I want to add that shortly to say what Vlad did in GT protocol is based on law of abundance. So he gave an opportunity for the people to understand what is abundance, and in easy way. So whole world is based on a few laws: law of attraction, law of abundance, karmic cycle, etc. You can for today or tomorrow you can check these laws. You know, it's it's many information, many information in internet about this, and every evolutionary aspects in this system where we live is based on these laws. So it's a little reminder for you how you can what you can brainstorm on. So maybe it's one of these laws of attraction, abundance, etc., that you can include in your project, maybe. So
Yes, perfect.
something like that.
So
Perfect.
that is like really like one of the most important things, and that is like basic fundamental thing, and you need to focus today exactly on this topic. And if your brain can sometimes it can be just limited with some like like belief system limitations and everything, but it's possible to work how you can what you can do in that situation if you don't see if you don't have the vision, if you can't find the idea. You can use intention is like one of the most powerful instruments. When you learn how to ride a bike in the motor school, when you need like to ride straight and you need to turn left, they teach you don't do it manually. You just need to look at the place to come.
Yeah, and trust your body will do it by
And
itself.
in this reality, same principle works. Basically, all of us part of this system, and every one of us is like as like video card or like processor who processes and renders this reality. So like we render this reality collectively, and each of us affects the final result, and each of us is connected with like this like unite consciousness with this like general AI which manages everything. So when you create some intention, you can affect the render. That is how like this law of attraction works. You focus on the final result, you create intention, you want to achieve that, and you just give this command to higher conscious, and it just make it's real in your reality. So if you have some task and goal and you don't see how you can do it, you don't have expertise, you don't have vision, all you need to do just like to like sit for 1 minute and tell yourself, I create intention to find a solution, like to find a vision, let it come to me. You just
in the best way for my understanding.
Yeah, in the best way for my understanding. Maybe it will come from some
people,
from some people, from some information on the internet, some video on YouTube,
even Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. You need to be like curious around the world. You need to look at it.
Yeah, maybe I will find inspiration from like like a resource outside. Maybe the idea just will come to my mind. Maybe I will just like channel it, but you just need to tell that I have intention to find this solution. And what you can do right now, you can do it collectively, like 3 of you. You have this home task for today, and you can stay together, 3 of you, and you can do it collectively, because when you do it collectively, it works much more strong and powerful in comparison if you do it alone. So basically, you just need to create this intention to find the vision, how your game and your project can change the life of like billions of people for the better and help the whole world. And you can and after that, just observe what would happen next during the day, and try like to play with it and experiment with that. Just focus on this intention during the day.
Perfect.
And be in a good emotional state, be like practice gratitude, feel love, put alarm clock for every hour during the day, and every time when you have like alarm clock, stop inside of you for like 30 seconds, for like 10 seconds, and just like try to feel gratitude for anything what you can be grateful right now. Just you're alive, you're healthy, it's a good weather, sun, anything. it's very important exactly to feel this emotion of gratitude. When you are in like this level of emotional states, your possibility and your impact on this collective render of reality is much higher. It works much faster. Right now we need to go, guys. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's
Thank you,
go to
Vlad.
Telegram and let's plan the next call for tomorrow.
Yes,
Sure.
thank you very much,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Very much.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
Thank you
Bye,
very
bye.
much. Bye bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.